I'm not even explaining myself. If you need to be explained to about why Superman beats up Naruto, log off.
Facts.
You've got bigger demons you're fighting.
You've got problems, man. Soups is speed blitzing in about every measurable capacity, man. There's nothing he could, like, Naruto could even do AP-wise to harm the guy. It's gonna be pretty sad.
I'll be a slut and throw in some other easy ones from his crew. Wonder Woman, Batman with prep time. Fuck it. Batman without prep time. Naruto catch him on a bad day.
Yo, he's gonna throw
Let
one
him,
explosive batarang, and if that shit gets within a 5-mile radius of Naruto, that shit will kill him, unironically. It can harm Kryptonians.
Wonder Woman,
come on.
Flash. You can't speak against Wonder Woman. That's misogyny. She obviously God claps. Hey, this might throw some people off, because I actually used to be a hater of his. Well, Hawkman's beating the shit out of Naruto.
Dude,
oh my
don't
god.
lie. He's like trading blows with like Black Adam, bro. Like, what is
Naruto
Naruto gonna do?
I read that comic because I used to say like Spider-Man and Cap would beat him up, and then I read him going back and forth with Black Adam. I said, "Hold on, let me fucking delete those videos."
Let me take that
holy
back.
Shit.
Yo, let me take that back.
Hawkman's a monster. Yeah. Plastic Man, Martian Manhunter, all them boys. Black Adam, Shazam.
All the homies from DC.
There you go. Easy 10. Go ahead, Lumos. Give us 10.
Okay, I'll do pretty much every one of the lanterns that are like notable, I would say. So let's do Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Sinestro, Atrocitus. I could be here all day whenever it comes to lanterns, man. These guys, any of the lanterns who are like moderate tier lanterns are going to snap like Naruto in half, like a potato, right? Because none of his hacks are gonna work.
Imagine being the lantern that loses to Naruto. Like, imagine being Lantern 812.
You know something
really
funny?
not shit with your.
You know something funny? It was like day one. It was fun. It's actually JobberGodot who I think pointed this out to me. But it was a day one Sornik Natsu. A random person never even had a ring before, okay? They got thrown into a black hole for 7 days and survived inside the black hole. Yo, their durability is like, even random lanterns are going to have like greater durability than some of what Naruto's putting out. Unironically.
I'm sorry, I don't trust the blue lanterns. Those pussies.
True. There's a reason why I didn't mention them.
They're not even gonna fight. They're gonna fucking
die.
Talk it out.
No, they'll just
God,
die.
The most cringe encounter in comics would be Naruto meeting Saint Walker.
Yo.
And fucking, he's like, "You want to just talk about why we shouldn't fight?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro. You give me hope." It's like, this is fucking trash.
Yo, that wouldn't even be a fight. Yeah, they would try to out-talk one another. That's the worst part.
Talk no jutsu galore, bro.
That's
unfortunate.
The only difference
The
only difference though is Naruto's Talk no Jutsu actually has a good record. But yeah, go ahead.
Dude, Arkillo was that, because I know a lot of people don't know Arkillo. Arkillo is a boy. The only time Arkillo runs from smoke is if it's Sinestro. Anything else, he's literally slide.
Well, even with Sinestro, in that beginning of that Sinestro solo run, he still swings at Sinestro. He don't give a fuck even if it was Sinestro. He thought Sinestro betrayed his ideals. He was like, fuck it, we're throwing hands, bro.
Yeah, and then Sinestro gave him a fucking wedgie.
He beat the dog shit out of him.
Shut up. Dude, Sinestro is such a beast. But Arkillo, bro, when he got mad because they touched Sinestro's daughter, and he's like, yo, that's an act of war. You can't touch my boy's daughter. He was swinging on over a dozen lanterns, like, at one time.
He said,
and fucking them up. Yeah, they had to all, like, team up on him. It was bad. So, big Arkillo. My boy, the god of jobbers, Kilowog. One of the coolest jobbers to ever exist.
Facts. Way underrated. That dude saw the Crisis on Infinite Earths event happening and said, yeah, I'll tank that. What?
Yo, Parallax versus Naruto. Who wins?
Parallax. He'd be like, I could talk you out of all your problems.
Yo,
fear isn't the thing.
Yeah, that's at least like, what, 20 with just the lanterns?
Fear isn't the thing to give in. And he'd be like, bro, I am fear and now you're afraid. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Volthoom.
Ooh, what about
Yellow Lantern Mongol? Yellow Lantern Black Adam?
Yo, Despotilus would one-shot? Explain why Despotilus would one-shot?
Guy.
Yeah.
Dude, he circumvented the defenses of the New Gods, and then he reconfigured their shit to attack somewhere else. And so, this gets me going every time. Sinestro's sitting there, and he's taking hits from True Form, my life equation high father who's pissed off, and
wants to
he
kill
just
him.
hears in the mic, Despitalis is like, I have reconfigured the coordinates so they don't fucking one-shot Earth. And Sinestro goes, thank you, Despitalis, you can get back. Like, your services were amazing. And he goes, I can't get back. They've recovered their defenses and have me trapped. I am Despitalis, the savior of worlds. Coolest fucking random lantern ever.
Yeah, he went out like a fucking Chad, bro.
Oh, man, just the little moments like that were amazing in that run.
Facts.
Oh my god. Ichigo? Oops. Kenpachi? Oops. Aizen?
The big
oops.
boys from Bleach are gonna shred.
Yuha? Oops. Who's the fucking dude that colors over people? Ichibei?
Ichibei? Yeah. Yeah. That's
Dog. A lot of them.
a lot of these people
Who's
just
the dude
like
with like a
go
million
out.
flower petals? The narc.
Yo.
Who's the fucking fed?
Yo, Byaku Yakuchiki. He is the homie.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the
Right.
homie, bro.
I actually
Byaku.
hated him because he was like, I'm the law. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro.
That dude
I'm
was
a
on such
Mayuri
edgelord,
fan, though.
dog. Yo, Mayuri would shred up Naruto, dude. What would Naruto do after he gets doused with the shit that makes him react to things?
Mayori would say,
at like
what
8 billion
name do you
times."
want on your jar?
Yeah.
Fucking dog him, bro.
I
Mayori's
need to
my
know your
favorite
name,
character.
so I put what name on your jar, because that's where you're going, homie. That was messed up, bro. That was ruthless.
Imagine if I went ahead and scaled Chad above Naruto. Oh my god, a crisis on Infinite Earth.
Bro,
That
these
would be
people-
terrible.
These people
Fuck
would
Chad.
die out here. I can't even convince
Okay,
these
I'll
people
say it
feeling
because you haven't, bro.
Okay.
Yancey Street Gang.
Oh, the whole crew. Yo, if they're rolling up shredding Doom bots, what's Naruto gonna do is all I'm gonna say. Like, seriously.
Bro.
Alright.
Bro.
Let's drop this bad boy. We're dropping, boys.
Atrocitus, did you ever say him?
Oh, no. We could go through all the Red Lanterns, too, who would absolutely shred the shit out of
Yeah, pretty much any
Naruto.
Red Lantern beats the
Yo,
shit out of him.
any time Naruto gets hit with red napalm breath, guess what? That shit tears into the bleed. So guess what? Naruto's going to be eradicated immediately by that shit.
Hold on. I'm gonna need my Dragon Ball fans to lock the fuck in. Let's go. Cell, Frieza, Black Frieza. Who's that stupid ass god they have with the button?
A button, holy shit.
You know what I'm talking about? What that fucking the one that people think is like
The clown
omniscient or
guy?
whatever. Zeno.
Oh, Zeno.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like the leader
That
guy. Okay,
cornball.
yeah.
Zeno.
I was
yeah.
thinking one of the gods for some reason, like one of the gods of
Beerus.
destruction. Yeah, beer. Any of the gods of
Zamasu.
destruction. I mean, really. All those alcohol named
I mean,
motherfuckers.
literally every god of destruction.
Yeah.
Jiren. Jiren's not even gonna move his arms. The androids. Cooler. How would Naruto talk down Ultron? Ultron wouldn't give a fuck about what
Yeah, what the
Naruto's
fuck is
gonna
Naruto?
say.
Yeah, what's Ultron gonna do? He's gonna laugh. He's gonna be like, "Oh, and you're still
Oh
organic."
no,
And you're still organic, man. Die.
bro! Ultron would literally say, "Shut the fuck up." Like, yeah. Oh man. Speaking, Ultron would kill him.
Yeah, Ultron easily.
Yeah.
One death beam
Let's
and he
go,
would be
go.
gone.
That bum Silver Surfer finally gets a confirmed W.
He may
Null
actually get a win.
Sentry, Merge Sentry, Death
Pretty
Seed
much anyone
Sentry,
from modern Marvel, dude.
even
Like,
fucking
or
Grim,
Marvel in the
Sue
last
Storm,
60
Johnny
years.
Storm, Mr. Fantastic, Impossible Man, Mr. Mixie, Lobo.
oh my God, Lobo would
Unicron.
fucking annihilate.
That's a good point. There's actually a fuck ton of Transformers that get the job done.
True.
Too.
Transformers is really underrated. I feel like sometimes people go real wild on them, like way too crazy. But like they really are underrated compared to what most people I think in general.
Midnighter, of course.
Yo, Midnighter boxing him up. Naruto would make 50 clones and Midnighter would just punch him in the face still. Like,
Woody Quantum, Apollo, the Shaman, Yeah, yeah, it's getting spicy. Hellboy? Oh my god.
Yo, Hellboy would fucking swipe.
Animal Man,
Yo, I'm still not done on the
Godzilla,
lanterns.
and Mothra.
Bro, Black Hand, any Black Lantern, they got like source tier shit, so that's, or source wall tier shit, so that's fucking wild. Easy GG on any of that, Black Hand would walk up fucking one tap.
Do you think Vandal Savage gets the job done?
Bro, Vandal Savage had a pistol that could fucking one tap Wally West, okay? Like, and he could hit Wally West.
Facts.
Like,
Vandal's kind of scary, dog.
like, unironically, like, Vandal Savage would just walk up and probably shoot him. He also throws hands with Batman. So, like, this guy's no slouch in the hand-to-hand department either. Like, I really wouldn't downplay that.
Every god on the Godhead in Marvel. So like
Facts.
Hercules,
Ooh.
Odin,
I'll rival,
Zeus, all them.
I'll rival your gods with more gods. All of the gods from the House of Tuath Dawn that Larfleeze fought. Like, every single one of them.
All the victims? Alright.
Yeah, all Larfleeze victims, and then also Larfleeze if we haven't mentioned him yet.
Actually, pretty much, yeah. I think every victim of Larfleeze could beat up Naruto.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And Larfleeze rolls up on the whole GLC, the Blue Lantern, with Blue Lantern, Star Sapphires, and a White Lantern, bro. And he's still like, fuck it, we'll throw hands. Like,
Oh, if I go Star Wars? Oh my god. EU Luke. Fuck it. Hey, Kylo might do some serious fucking damage. That's too bad. That's too fucking bad. We're including the novels and the comics. Big Kylo.
No.
Definitely Kylo, if you get to use Legends as well. So you could chain scale off that. But Sidious does what he wants. Yoda does what he wants.
yeah, Sidious is fucking him up. It's no, like Sidious.
EU Vader's a problem. Nihilus? Yeah, Nihilus wouldn't even notice Naruto. He'd be like, oh, this is a tasty planet.
Yeah, he wouldn't even get past like Annihilus's minions, just like he wouldn't get past like Larfleeze's minions, right? Like, he's so far out of his caliber there.
Dude, he might get one on Plagueis because I'm not a Plagueis fan. But
Plagueis has got a long history
more
of
me
unique
hating.
jobbing.
yeah.
Good old Plagueis. I do love me some Star Wars. That's the first I don't really get to mess around with much. Oh,
Someone said Naruto beats a Doombot. Are you crazy?
yo, you are wildin'. Doombots are jacked. Like, look, just because I'm a
We
DC guy,
almost
don't mean
never
I'm
see
biased
Doctor
towards
Doom.
Marvel.
It's always Doombots. Like, that's crazy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, most of Warhammer's getting the job done. We don't even need to bring that. That's, oh my
Yeah.
god. Emperors, Primarchs, certain Space Marines
Damn, bro.
themselves.
Ain't no one showing up. But yo, I would take an entire pantheon of like the most jobber tier new gods into like that fight too. And new gods like never win a fight. That's like the worst part.
Technically, every resident of New Genesis and Apocalypse can probably get the job done.
Oh, for sure. Mother boxes are jacked.
We just
man.
named millions.
Yeah, literally.
Someone said Kratos. Bro, Kratos be struggling
Kratos is
with boxes and shit.
Yo,
Nah, Kratos would
Kratos would beat the shit out of Naruto. Yeah, he's not that
Dude,
bad.
fucking, hey, I'm gonna let the people know. Rick from Rick and Morty,
He's got some impressive tech.
he's violating Naruto.
Yeah, he's got some wild tech, especially in the comics. I read the run
He was
by.
beefing with the Cthulhu verse. They better stay safe.
I read a run. It was by an author we interviewed on the channel a while back. I read a run by him, and I was like, bro, some of the statements in here are just like whack.
He's gonna be writing Kingdom Hearts versus Rick and Morty.
That's what I heard. I'm so hyped to see exactly how that works out because it'll be funny to see Disney, like those characters, obviously just running around Disney. That'll be funny as fuck.
Where would you guys say Doombots rank in speed departments? Bro, they beef with like Thor, Hulk.
Yeah, they
the
beef
fucking
with top
Fantastic
tiers.
Four.
Like those
Yeah.
Doombots are meant to be Doom whenever he's not around, and that's not just for looks, right? Like Doombots are meant to be aggressive. They're meant to think they're Doom, and thus they act like Doom, and that aggression is included.
Damn, Naruto took a lot of L's on this day. Rest in peace, Naruto. We gave you 500. Someone said, and you think Naruto's keeping up with Thor? Hold on, it's time to ignore that.
There's no way. There is no way somebody just said Naruto in speed is keeping up with Thor. Holy shit.
Big if true.
The best wank you could ever get. The best wank you could ever give to Naruto would be not even the worst thing you could give to Thor. Like that's the messed up stuff, bro. Like get out of here. As somebody in my chat said, yo, you have to get beyond Beyblade before you start messing with like high tiers inside Marvel. Chill.
Alright, we're gonna move on to Lantern Talk.
Yo, let's go.
So I'll just put it out there. I got into it with someone in the comments. It was actually a pretty fun discussion about how Hal Jordan and Sinestro should be written. So I'm going to ask you that in the vague sense as well, and then we'll get a little more nuance as we talk. How do you think Hal Jordan and Sinestro should be written in comparison to one another?
I think they're meant to be written as parallels, two sides of one coin. One representing will, and the other one representing fear, but they represent something similar to like a yin and yang, because they're not pure. Each one has a fraction of what the other one desires, and they think that other side is better than the one that they're on. So it's like a balance between the two. They should always be seen as equals and continuously pushing each other to get stronger. And they respect each other, which is why they've never killed each other individually. And living up to that is important. That's what I would say. That's how I'd write them.
Let me tell you why you're dead fucking wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I agree with that. I think there's I compare, and I don't know if I talked about it much in my recent video of Sinestro War Part 1, which is a banger, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna react to that down the way.
And I was like, dude, if you think about it, the way it's written there, right? Sinestro is almost like a Dr. Doom in that run.
Very true.
It's like, no matter who he's going up against, they fucked up giving him time to prepare for it. And where he was at that point, I personally preferred that version of Sinestro because he is stronger than Hal in that run. Dogs him with the use of Parallax. And I think that could have set up to a really cool fucking story about Hal overcoming Parallax. Because then that puts him even again.
So, something I'll say is, like, that's the cool part about their relationship, is that they are always pushing one another to be superior. And there are times where Hal will just get the dog shit kicked out of him by Sinestro, that being a prime example. I think that if you look at the lead up to Sinestro Corps War, like the homies in the chat over here are shouting out, Sinestro Corps War delved a lot into that. And before the events of Jeff Johns, we never really saw things from like Sinestro's perspective. It was always from Hal's perspective. Johns gave us kind of that light interpretation into it, and that Sinestro solo run is like the ultimate culmination of that style of writing, because then we just started seeing everything from his perspective, and things started to make him a lot more of an anti-hero, more and more of an anti-hero, and less of just a ruthlessly evil villain. And it makes sense. It's justifiable, and it works for Sinestro's character. I like that aspect of his character, that he's always pushing, always challenging Hal, and not afraid to beat the dog shit out of him, or tell him he's outright dog shit in the moment, like he did in the New Gods run, because he was just not acting like himself. He wasn't being the man that Sinestro actually looked to and saw as a rival.
Dude, one of the funniest fucking moments from that running. Guys, I'll do my best to get that next part up of Sinestro War. Sinestro is about to fumble the bag, right? Like, he's close to getting them all fucked up. And he goes, oh my god, I'm about to make a Hal Jordan level mistake.
Yep.
Bro, the
classic.
funniest fucking dig at Hal ever, bro.
Bro, there's like seven or eight of them. There's like 7 or 8 of those fucking moments in that New Gods run where he says that. Like, they all get captured by the New Gods, and Sinestro's like, yo, dude, you guys don't even understand. You're all about to realize the true grip of unbridled fear. The unfettered fear of realizing we have to trust Hal Jordan. Our fate is in Hal Jordan's hands. We're so fucked.
Bro, that man got hit by a pissed off Hal in this run, and Hal's talking shit after he hit him, and Sinestro looks up at him and he goes, "Oh, so you're not an illusion. You're just in my way."
Oh.
I was like, Hal, get the fuck out of there.
I didn't think you were stupid enough to fucking stand in my way. I thought it had to be an illusion. Damn.
Bro, he's so funny.
Why is Sinestro's one-liners just fucking god tier? Okay, he says the funniest, most god tier shit whenever he's talking to people. Like, he's sitting there with Jon Stewart.
I'm about to make a Hal Jordan level mistake.
Bro,
like, dog, I'm sorry if I'm a hero present when he says that. I'm gonna laugh. I'm like, my bad, Hal. That shit was funny as fuck.
Dude, he has no filter, and he says the most raw shit. Like when Jon Stewart was trying to act real tough in front of the whole GLC and the Sinestro Corps, and he looks to him and he's like, Jon Stewart gives this whole big rah speech. You guys need to be better than this and all this stupid shit. And then Sinestro steps up. He's just like, hey, anybody who steps out of line will deal with consequences directly from me. And everybody shuts the fuck up. And he's like, yeah. My ability to command people exceeds yours. You're like a child trying to lead people. Go and get Hal Jordan next time you need something done, because you clearly can't do it. Oh shit! Yo, he just fucking shits on Jon Stewart, bro.
He be doing fucking Jon Stewart dirty, bro.
He does, bro.
He was walking with Jon Stewart after taking them to the antimatter universe, and Stewart's like yelling at him about how they have to save people and shit like that. And Sinestro just goes, "You forgot to say thank you." Stewart's like, dude, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Sinestro's like, yeah, now what? What are you gonna do?
Yo,
Sinestro was on. He pulled up a Highfather.
Yo, Highfather's like killing the last of the Green Lanterns, and it's like Sinestro and Jon Stewart left out of everybody that's remaining, man. And Sinestro just turns to Jon Stewart and he says, "I can't think of the list of people I'd rather die by other than you."
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool though, like how he respects him. Like, he just admitted, like, yeah, I kind of fuck with Stewart.
No, it was the opposite, bro. He was saying, I'd rather die by anyone other than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Bro, which comic is that?
That's in that New Gods run, bro. It's so good. Like Highfather, before he has that final confrontation with Highfather, they're both about to be converted into those fake lanterns, and he looks at him, and Sinestro says, bro, I can't think of the list of people I'd rather die by other than you, Stewart. And Stewart's like, yeah, I wish you died too, bro. I just wish I was the one who did it.
Classic, bro.
Yo, those guys, bro.
I gotta read that one. I don't know. It's either been a long time or I haven't read it.
Well, the problem with that New God run is because it's like, I think 7 or 8 different lantern tie-ins that all comprise that entire thing. And if you don't read each individual one, you do miss out on like small little bits, which is kind of frustrating. But that's also what's cool, is because it makes it such a big cohesive story over, I think, the course of like 5 runs, I think. 5 or 4 different runs that were going on at the time. I think 4 because Larfleeze was not directly involved in that in any meaningful capacity.
Justin said you're back in the power scale. No, I'm not. This was just a light goal that I'd forgotten to do. So we kind of did it as a joke.
Yeah.
We're talking about the writing of Hal Jordan Sinestro right now.
Yeah, facts. Hiei versus Sinestro disc battle. Yo, Hiei has some bangers, but dude, Sinestro just has too many. Bro, Sinestro is that guy. It would be funny to see though. That's for sure.
Dude, the fucking part where we see in this series, the people are told that the reason the Yellow Lanterns swing on everybody is because they're more afraid of what Sinestro will do if they let him down.
Well, yeah, who wants to piss off that guy, bro? Like if you fail Sinestro in the Corps, he'll just kill you. Like that's not even a negotiation, bro. That's just how it is with that guy. Like in Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps, the first thing he did when he found out one of his dudes, A, failed to grab Hal Jordan, and then B, grabbed a child. We're grabbing children instead of like normal people. He created a construct instead of that guy and ripped him in half instantaneously. He was like, bro, you done fucked up. I ain't having that. And all those people are scary on their own worlds, which is what Sinestro wants, which is why he drags them in. But they're scary on their own worlds. They're now in a bigger sea, right? They're running into the big scary fish of fear, and they have no fucking clue what to do against that guy. So of course they're afraid of him. That guy has fear itself afraid of him. How could you not be?
Yeah, dude, shout out to Parallax for just being very unserious that whole Sinestro run.
Dude, yo, he tried to break away from Sinestro and was like, then Sinestro looked at him, he's like, bro, I treat you like the dog you are. You want to try that tug of war? I've won. Don't try that shit with me again. And later on in Rebirth,
and then he stopped fighting back. I was like, damn, Parallax.
Because he knew. In Rebirth, Parallax runs away and possesses Superman. Why would he possess Superman? Not just for the memes. He possessed Superman because he was like, I need a body who's capable of fighting Sinestro. I could finally not be under the will of Sinestro if I have Superman as a host. Like, think about how fucked up that is.
It's actually pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The Sinestro-Hal dichotomy. What was this commenter saying? Because you brought it up to me before we started chatting, and you said that like this commenter brought up something. What's up?
Obviously in the coverage of Sinestro War, I think that's what the new 52 solo run's called, right?
It's just called Sinestro. It's not even Sinestro Corps or anything. It's just Sinestro. Yeah. Sinestro Corps War is like a 2005 run, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pre-2005, 2004-ish, I think.
Sinestro.
No, 6.
Fucks up Hal. Like, that's just a fact. Like, it was not like a disputable.
No, yeah.
Happening. It was pretty cut and dry.
It was just an outright ass kicking.
The dude was like, "Oh well, Sinestro clearly doesn't scale to Hal because this happened in one comic." I was like, "Bro, in this new 52 version, which is a continuation of the other continuities, for whatever reason, they just decided that fucking Sinestro was at a point where Parallax is a bitch to him. Like, him being at or above Hal is not crazy."
Yeah, I think that he is, like, Sinestro is definitely top tier. Top tier Lantern. If you want to say like base versus base, both of them have like either devoured a concept or become a concept entirely. So I would put that on in terms of similar levels. I will say Sinestro traditionally needs Parallax to get that edge on Hal Jordan for sure. And there are times where Parallax wields, or Sinestro wields Parallax, and Hal Jordan can tie him. But at that specific moment, so like the thing that people don't understand, and this is like a big argument all the time whenever people say like, hey, why doesn't Hal just like fight Superman and one-shot him if he's as strong as you're saying? Well, that's the unique thing about like Lanterns in general, is their power set is based on their feelings, and their feelings can change dependent on who they fight. Sinestro is taking things a lot more seriously than Hal because Hal does not want to kill Sinestro. Sinestro wants to convert Hal, so there is a lot of different battles where they're kind of holding back on one another. But if you look at the storyline and plot, specifically throughout the entire New 52 era, Sinestro has a lot more to fear than Hal has to be willful for. Think about the entire core premise of that run. Sinestro regained his fear back, something he had given up upon because his people, the Corrigarians, were being turned into slaves because of him. And he couldn't tolerate that anymore. Right? Like, yeah. He couldn't handle that. So his fear was genuinely on that level at that point in time. His drive was so much more than Hal Jordan's at that moment in time. And frankly, Hal was walking in there really arrogantly with no plan. He thought he could just wander in and slap up Sinestro, who didn't have Parallax on hand, and his arrogance, in classic Green Lantern fashion, was punished as a result.
sounds like bum activity. I think Sinestro's best written when he's up. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I think when he's at or above, because he's so brilliant as well that, and you know, another thing we can kind of talk about is I felt strongly that in that run, Yellow or Fear was put up the most. Like, it straight up said pretty much everything else ties into Fear.
Yeah, Sinestro.
Like,
so,
you show willpower because of fear.
So like
you get angry because of fear. Stuff like that.
I think.
By the way, shout out Sir Geeks in the chat. He said, "What up?"
I think. Oh, what's up, bro? I think that it's kind of up in the air. I think that you can have a blind. I call them emotional blinders, like in my Discord and stuff. I think lanterns, whenever you put on a ring, you get emotional blinders on, and you begin to see kind of everything through the lens of your emotion. I think fear is no different. It's true that you can get to that route with a lot of things, but you can also analyze, I think, most of the rest of the emotional spectrum from that same perspective with each individual emotion. I think just Sinestro does it the most direct and straightforward way, because that's kind of how fear works, right? Is it's straight and to the point, the way Sinestro wields it. But I do agree, the way Sinestro wields it, and yellow and green are the center of the spectrum, green being more centered. So they tend to be the most balanced and in my opinion, some traditionally more of the stronger emotions outside of things like on the very edges. Larfleeze being, I think, like the one major exception to that.
I think, I mean, I kind of spoke on it, but I think it's cooler that they're written that way, kind of piggybacking off what you say. Because it gives us a fresh perspective on, it allows us to at any point understand if a certain emotion is showing greater strength.
True.
Because we've gotten perspective on how that could be the case.
I like non-static powers. A static power would be like Superman's Kryptonian physiology. You can't make an excuse why Superman jobs to something below his durability level whenever he has Kryptonian DNA and the yellow sun above him, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But if you're having a bad day as a lantern because your entire family was killed and you're powered by will, for some people that makes sense as to why they wouldn't be as strong as they normally are. It gives excuses for why one character isn't at like a consistent level fighting like every single person that they have, and leads to a unique dichotomy amongst like factions, right? One of the unique things about the lanterns is there's a bunch of different perspectives that they have, and none of them are inherently wrong, which is something I value, which is very different than I think most of the heroes and villains from DC, just in general. Emotions aren't inherently evil. It's what you do with them. Look at Will. Sinestro did some real fucked up shit with willpower. Was Will evil? Not really.
Yeah, I can see that. Red's a weird one. Anger is, because Atrocitus will seem like a world beater, and then you'll see other Red Lanterns getting fucked up by Peaceback.
Yeah. Like, Atrocitus is definitely, I think, a standout amongst his core. And talk about somebody who, in my opinion, pretty much lost all sense of drive. You want to talk about somebody who got nerfed emotionally? Atrocitus is like the biggest prime example of that, to prove my point. Because Atrocitus, his entire purpose was kill Krona. Hal Jordan killed Krona. Name one interesting thing Atrocitus has done since then.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Because his drive was killed.
Atrocitus really doesn't get shine. He really doesn't. Not anymore.
Well, and that's because, in all reality, like, it's no hate to Atrocitus. I wish Atrocitus was better. I wish Atrocitus was back. But sometimes with lanterns, once you lose that drive, you're just done. Like, you just never will recover. You'll never be the same monster you were before. Sinestro will always have that drive because the drive to enforce order is always there. And that's like something core to his beliefs. That's like tied to his character. Atrocitus was out for his revenge. And he was robbed of that. So he'll never be that guy again. Hal wants to be the strongest guy there is. Just because. because he can, because he has the will to do so. And as a result, Hal will always continue to grow strong.
If you could get rid of one core.
Blue Lanterns. Oh no, I take it back. Ultraviolets. I think that was...
Why? What's the beef with the Ultras?
Yo, Ultraviolets were the biggest dog shit core I think that ever existed, okay? That solely survive off of statements alone. You know, I talk a lot of shit on the Blue Lantern Corps. I shit on the Blue Lantern Corps a lot, okay? I like really shit on the Blue Lantern Corps. As a Lantern guy, you really wouldn't expect that, but I ain't gonna lie, I really do. The Ultraviolet Corps, A, they suck, and they've never done anything interesting, and B, the entire Corps alone couldn't stop, like, random Justice Leaguers. Or not random Justice Leaguers, like, top 7 Justice Leaguers. Like, the entire Corps with the emotional entity rolled up on Superman, and they couldn't even stop fucking Superman, bro. That shit was, like, unbelievable. When Parallax alone can roll up and mind hack Superman, how is, like, an entity that's supposed to be representative of the counter of the entire emotional spectrum, the life and death sides of the emotional spectrum, but they couldn't beat Superman? And keep in mind, life and death both have scaled above Superman in verse before, through, like, Lantern scaling. And Parallax has literally possessed Superman before, and mind hacks and beat the shit out of him, like, multiple times. So maybe Superman is getting stronger, which is definitely a fair thing, but when your core shows up and they do less than the Blue Lanterns, how am I supposed to respect you in, like, any meaningful capacity?
That's a fact. I mean, it's hard to argue against that because you read a lot more of
like, to drive the point home
Lanterns.
to something you can relate to. I want you to think about that run. I want you to think about how John Stewart was compared to next to Sinestro, okay? I want you to think about how far away John Stewart was seen in comparison to fucking Sinestro. In that run, Sinestro gets an ultraviolet ring, and he says, "I'm stronger than any Lantern who's ever been," okay? And then John Stewart overcomes his ability. Fucking John Stewart. And this isn't Godstorm John Stewart. This is base Green Lantern John Stewart. Are you fucking for real? Like, he had no amps, no nothing, bro. He was seen as superior to Sinestro with a ring that was comparable to the whole emotional spectrum with the green ring. That is, like, the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I love Scott Snyder's writing, but the Ultraviolets were downright dog shit. And it's sad, because I really like that 2018 run, too.
I got one, and it's kind of a hot take.
What's up? Hit me with it.
The White Lantern.
I'll agree with you, like, post Rebirth. Actually, no, not even post Rebirth. Post, New Guardians run. 10 out of 10. Because, like, Kyle really was on some shit. He really was doing some things in the New 52. The New 52, before the New 52 is over, he kind of loses a lot of that shit. He gives up all that power. And then we just forget about anything to do with the White Lanterns being relevant after that. Like, I hate to say it's a retcon, because it's clearly not. They reference the White Lantern and things along those lines afterwards. But, like, he becomes like an Omega Lantern after that, which that's a story that no one cares about because it completely sucks ass. He was the first Omega Lantern, not Roy Harper. And, like, that story was so bad with the Omega Men that when I tell you a Lantern story is bad, you know it's pretty dog shit. After that, like, Hal Jordan as a Green Lantern in Rebirth is, like, coaching him on how to avoid attacks from, like, lavas spewing, like, on an exploding planet. It's, like, the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Kyle really just turned into, like, an idiot after that and then got nerfed by Dr. Manhattan. So I kind of see that perspective. The Corps in general, we just forgot about. They just don't really exist. There was a whole White Lantern Corps that was developed at the end of the New 52, or, like, at the end of the New Guardians, and then we just legitimately never talk about them again. It's so sad.
What's your favorite Lantern Corps?
Ooh, my favorite? So, I can't
I'm
say...
gonna grab something while you speak on it. I'll be right back.
I can't say Larfleeze because Larfleeze isn't really a core. He's just himself. Like at that point in time, I'm just choosing a character. In terms of core, I definitely would say I think either Green or Will or Fear. I think Will just has such a unique history with like the Guardians of the Universe and like everything going on. There's just so much history and so many unique things going on for the Green Lantern Corps. It's hard not to appreciate not only like the lanterns and stuff, but the Guardians, their history, and their impact on everything throughout time and space. Sinestro, I really do like his ideology, but he's just a little too wild, bro. Sinestro's crew is a little too wild even for me. I do appreciate, I think, the yellow ring the most out of all of the Lantern Corps, though. Oh, and don't forget, guys, this is a super chat stream, so if you guys want to drop a question down low, I'll definitely answer your question. All you have to do is pop off on that bad boy. Or donate to the Streamlabs down low. I'm trying to get a stream deck to help make streaming a little bit easier. And your contributions toward that bad boy help out a ton. It's up on the top right side of the screen, so you guys can kind of track that bad boy too. But thanks for hanging out my chat as well. If you guys haven't gotten the chance, like and subscribe to both me, LumosTheromax, and the homie Dr. Goons as well. He's a channel homie, so you already know. Ah! Yeah, he's a channel homie, so you already know we're repping. God, dude, this game is so wild, bro. I'm facing so much shit. I'm throwing the sentry out, boys. Fuck it. We done playing. Yo, Sinestro versus Larfleeze. Don't know DC like that. Yeah, Sinestro would probably get his ass kicked by Larfleeze, I'm not gonna lie. He probably would. We haven't seen Larfleeze in a minute, so who knows? Maybe the upscaling for Sinestro has finally caught where Larfleeze is at. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it has. Larfleeze is really that guy.
He's an absolute monster.
I was answering some chats over here. Aren't you over here? Oh, Argon the Hunter, thanks for the subscription, bro. All right, looks like we're going to the ICBM. We're launching this shit, boys. But yeah, no, I said probably Will or Fear for my answer. I don't know if you heard or not. That's probably where I'm at. I just consider Larfleeze like his own dude. I don't know if I consider him his own core, bro.
It's actually pretty fair.
It's just Larfleeze. At the end of the day, like, his lanterns and stuff are cool. Don't get me wrong. I have an entire folder just full of Larfleeze's lanterns hacks. And each one of their characters and stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares about them. They just really care about Larfleeze beating the fuck out of people and enslaving them. Yo, this new Green Lantern run, though, you messed with it at all?
You talk about with John?
No, like the actual, not the War Journal run with John Stewart, the Green Lantern run with Hal Jordan.
No.
Yo, Sinestro just officially came back a few chapters ago in this run. Like, they officially re-announced him. During the Night Terrors event, Sinestro got hit by that shit since he was on Earth. And he, like, went off the deep end after being hit with that fear shit. And it's kind of implied he gave up on fear. And when he runs into Hal Jordan next, he somehow, out of rage, converts his yellow ring into a red ring. And throws hands with Hal Jordan. And almost blows up the whole planet, all of Earth, in the process. Something's going on with the entire emotional spectrum. It's being altered or damaged in some foundational capacity. And it's changing everyone and everything in verse as a result. Like, everyone's emotions are being impacted. These new United Planets goons are running around wielding rings that can actively... They're like Phantom Lantern rings. They can change between all the cores simultaneously based on how the users feel in the moment. They're like mood rings. And they're attempting to destroy all the other Lantern cores presently. It's pretty interesting stuff. I'm really looking forward to see what they're cooking.
I was about to call this commenter a jackass, and then I realized it was GB. He said, "Yo, I don't know if y'all realize Godzilla vs Superman isn't canon."
From that comment in your channel the other day. Yo,
dude.
Yo, that's like a real issue though. That's like a real issue in the community, to be honest though. Like everyone and their cat and dogs are sitting around thinking that that's like the most canonical thing for either DC or Marvel, and it's like, or DC or like Godzilla, and it's like, dude, it's just a fucking crossover comic. Chill, bro. Yo,
I don't really power scale anymore. For the recent comment about asking if I was gonna look into higher tiers in anime, so I really don't power scale anymore. So I'm not driven to look at like top tiers or whatever. I'm more so driven for story at this point.
Yeah, facts. That's the way to do it anyway, man.
Yeah, I don't judge a story based on the power scaling or whatever.
Too many people do as well. That's something that really triggers me. I think one of the better stories out there is something that isn't like doesn't even scale high. It doesn't have to scale high for this shit to be like genuinely solid writing. I don't like the Lanterns because they're the strongest characters in verse. They're not. Okay, blatantly, the Lanterns are not the strongest characters in verse. Okay, I like them because they have genuinely good stories. I wish more people had that kind of ideology behind them. The only reason I mess with power scaling in general is because people will say dumb shit like Hal Jordan isn't planetary, and I'm like, okay, chill. Chill, let me show you a story where some shit happens. 9 times out of 10, that shit's weeby as fuck.
10 characters you want to see return to the spotlight in comics for 2024. That's a fun one. GB's repaid his debts of trolling with a good one.
Okay. Yo, Larfleeze,
you want to get one first? I guess we'll do 5 of each, like 5 of yours, 5 of mine.
Yeah, I'll start off. I'll go Larfleeze, bro. We haven't seen Larfleeze in ages in any meaningful capacity. I'd love to see Larfleeze in the modern day to see exactly what he's been up to, what he's been memeing on. I think we haven't seen him since Rebirth, so I can only imagine the shit he's doing now with more shit in the universe. Who you got?
I'm gonna go. Okay, this might be controversial, cause no, actually, I'll just go with this one. I need a major Ben Grimm story arc. I need him to face the Mother of Horrors, Peak Hulk. I need him to beat them all. But on a serious note, let's bring back a really fire Fantastic Four story. Whenever Fantastic Four is cooking in Marvel, everything around them gets better.
You are not wrong.
What's your second one?
Yo, I'm trying
Actually, I'll go back to back. I'll go back to back. I need Kid Nova.
Yeah, he's really been missing for a while.
Runs were so fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, he's been missing for a minute.
That shit was so fun.
Alexander,
yeah, bring him back. Yeah, little Sam Alexander, man.
Or Sam, yeah. But that was I always liked his stuff. That and the Nova Corps. Honestly, the Nova Corps just. I was actually having a big conversation about this in my server a while back, where we were talking about like the Nova Corps in general, right? In comparison to like the Green Lantern Corps, they just need some runs where the Nova Corps just exists and is like actually important and not just dying. Because like the Green Lantern Corps dies a lot, but there's a lot of runs where they're just out and about, right? Like they just exist, they're out doing their thing. And the Nova Corps, it doesn't really feel like they do. Or at least not that I've seen. I'll admit I'm not the most Marvel read person in the world, but it just really feels like they're lacking that. And the younger kid as a person to introduce you to that, I always thought was a really good idea.
Yeah, Sam Alexander was a dog, bro.
Let's see. Yo, I'm gonna stick to more Lantern oriented content because that's where I'm at. Yo, Black Hand. Black Hand showed up one time and it was like the dumbest thing since Death Metal. Was not a fan of how they handled him at all. I'd like to see him come back in a meaningful capacity since we're dealing with emotional shit, emotional spectrum stuff in the modern day. I think that'd be really cool. Because last we saw him, he was like breaking the fucking source wall and shit. He was like on some stuff, man.
I'll say. So I like the way, first of all the X-Men related stuff right now is absolute gas.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, so keeping that up, but in particular, I would give Juggernaut a fire solo run.
Amen, dude.
I
The
think that'd be
disrespect.
crucial. Exploring Sidorak more, stuff like that.
In the
It
modern
could be
age,
extremely fire.
Sidorak needs to be
Yeah.
like explored in the modern age. That's something even in the older stuff we barely did, and it like he has such a unique place in like the cosmology. In the modern day, it would be nice to see where he fits in, I guess, in comparison to everyone else, because we haven't seen him in a minute, have we? Like in a meaningful capacity.
No.
Yeah, I know that's a good one, man. That's a good
Kind
one.
of like getting shot through Thanos' head in the future and stuff like that.
Yeah, obviously like the memes and stuff.
Used as a bullet. But nah, we need. I think we could use a really good injection of Juggernaut storytelling in 2024.
Yo, this is gonna be a hot take, okay, for all the for like probably the old head readers in here. Yo, Captain Atom. Like, Captain Atom shown up a bunch of times in the modern day. Like, he showed up in Doomsday Clock and like put the nail in the coffin for like the first or the second body host of Dr. Manhattan. And he was seen as like this really powerful character inside that run. Except for we haven't seen him like do anything in quite some time. Like, quantum powers have clearly gotten a massive upgrade, especially with like Dr. Manhattan being involved with DC. So it would be cool to like touch up and explore upon those concepts with him. Or even just like the quantum realm in general. That'd be cool. Because he was like really big and really powerful inside like the 2000s and 90s, bro. He was like jacked. Or no, it was even before that. He like fought Necron and stuff. He utilizing the full totality of his power. He was like genuinely on some shit. Who you got? Who you repping, huh?
I would say I'm gonna get shit for this, but I'm going for it. Brother Voodoo.
Okay, okay.
Some people don't love him. Some people think we got plenty of magic already. But me personally, I'm a big Brother Voodoo fan. I think he adds a darker dynamic to the storytelling with Sorcerer Supremes, because sometimes Doctor Strange can kind of be a bitch about levels of magic he's going to use.
You are not wrong there. Come on.
Yeah. I would definitely say Voodoo is my next pick.
That's pretty
I'm going to do GBs real quick. GB said for Marvel, he'd go Zarathos. Beta Ray Bill. For DC, he'd go Omega Lanterns in general and Catman.
True. I could agree with like the Omega Lantern concept, because we kind of touched up on that a little bit with like Darkseid and then like White Lantern Kyle, but that shit is so out there. It would be cool to like get a full run with like what we saw at the end of Infinite Frontier, where Darkseid handed that Omega ring that to what the hell was her name? I can't even remember. Some random side chick who was supposed to replace Psycho Pirate and Roy Harper. Like, following up on that would be really cool, GB. I do agree with that. What do you think about the Beta Ray Bill pick? I know Beta Ray Bill, obviously, but I'm not up to date with, like, anything Beta Ray Bill, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, Beta's always dope. I've loved the Beta since he debuted. Always been a fun character, just a fucking ride or die. Sticks to his morals, and that's what we're rolling with. He's gonna swing.
That's fair.
You gotta love a character that'll fucking swing. So a cool Beta Ray Bill arc would be dope.
Facts. To kind of follow up on that, I'm gonna throw another one out there. Yo, Kilowog. Actually referencing something you said earlier, I think Kilowog, dude, he's just had enough time. He always plays like second fiddle to like Hal and some of the other characters, but he's got a very interesting history and a lot of really solid character. It'd be cool to just kind of get some Kilowog stories in the modern day, because we had kind of the buddy cop stuff for a while way back in the day with like Kilowog before he got retconned into being like a drill sergeant. But we kind of need that nowadays, but I doubt we're gonna get it considering they just quote unquote killed like Kilowog in the modern stuff. Sinestro got him killed.
Rip.
Of course it's Sinestro. Of course it's Sinestro.
By the way, I think I'm feeling inspired. I think I am gonna just publish the full Sinestro movie today.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fire
Yo, I
one.
get the full video for the live react later on. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. My next character would be Etrigan.
Dude, they have been dumping on Etrigan recently.
Demon. Yeah, he turned into a chew toy for Noobstay.
Bro, even worse than that, like, he's like out here like losing fights to like fucking Wally West's kids. Like, it's the most fucking disrespectful shit I've ever seen. Woo! That laser about fried me in half, boys. Holy shit. Speaking of which, how's your download going?
I think it is downloaded.
Woo!
Let me see. We're talking about Helldivers 2, by the way.
Yeah, boys. I'm streaming this bad boy now. You know what? Oh, we don't have cooldown yet. Shit.
Calling down a sentry. Have a taste of democracy.
Oh no! Oh no! I got fried, boys. Yo, that was big, Rip. But no, I'm hyped for that Sinestro vid, man. I always love me some Lantern stuff. I should have, if things go well this week, some more Lantern content out, so.
Fire. We need to collab soon.
Facts. I could agree with that more. I do like me a good collab. These last few weeks have had some stuff going on. I focused on that huge video, dude. That huge video. I don't know if you saw that 45-minute banger I dropped that covered the history of DC.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. That shit took ages to do, man. That was so much information. Yo, and the worst part is I didn't even get the views I wanted. I was so mad about that. I was like, come on now. Where the love? Where are all the people at? Go check out my my full DC timeline, man.
Cancel that. Sending in an eagle. Extraction is available.
I haven't getting a lot of love from people I haven't seen in ages, though, on that video. Shout outs to some of the homies I reconnected with over the last few weeks on that. Only problem with playing this game is, man, this thing is horrible for monetization. Holy shit. They limit this shit every time they get a chance. Yo, support the stream, man, because I guarantee you YouTube isn't.
Get some! Get some!
Yeah, I got downloaded, so I'm gonna probably play it on 6 today, because my homeboy is gonna hop on as well.
Hell yeah. Best luck grinding, bro. May you serve Super Earth the best you can.
Dropping a pin. Northwest. Calling down a sentry.
Let's go.
Support weapon. North.
Oh no. Woo! That rocket about took my head off, boys. What else been blowing up with you, though, man? What else you been reading on, huh? Yo, I'm rechecking my chat over here. Got wild, man. Yo, what is the chat, boys?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Alright.
This has gotta
Yeah.
be
I was
wrong.
saying maybe we should do 10 characters who should be lanterns.
Yo, I'd be down for that.
That's an easy collab. Plus it'd be like, we'll go 5 each. Should we do it in verse or in fiction?
Yo, we could, yeah, I tell you what, let's just split it up. We'll do one inverse, we'll do
why don't we just
inverse
be
on my
forced
channel.
for views? What if lantern rings were in Dragon Ball?
I could do that, yeah, we could do that. That'd be interesting. I've talked that a few times inside my channel, actually. Oh my god, it's Nazi zombies, boys.
We would get hella views off that shit.
Facts.
That's it. This is so. By the way, Lumos, I forgot to tell you, I usually stream for an hour for episode length. So, chat, peer pressure. Go to Lumos' channel and peer pressure him into recording that today with me, because I think I can record today.
Yo, I cave into peer pressure if it's good enough, but only whenever it's YouTube comments. Trust me. From
Facts.
the homies, not from the dipshits.
We might, yeah, I might get in your DMs and we'll start plotting out that what if discussion, because I think that's a banger. That might go up today and then Sinestro tomorrow or something. But yeah, it's been a fun hangout. I'm gonna head out, record videos for today and whatnot, and we will see y'all later. Go check out Lumos' channel. Peace.
Later. Well, that was the stream for the homie good old Jobber. We're gonna keep rolling, boys. I'm chilling. I might as well finish up this map, man. Ain't no point in me ending this stream early, boys.
Are you saving the world?
I'm trying my best, bro. I am getting overwhelmed right now. Holy shit. I am being surrounded. This game reminds me of Nazi zombies on steroids, dude. They will throw so much stuff at you on screen.
Man. I'm playing off my PC later, so that might be rough.
Oh, dude, just get a controller. Like, seriously, just get a controller, plug that shit in. That's what I do. It's not... I don't like learning mouse and
Can
keyboard.
I plug my Xbox controller in?
I would imagine that will work. I don't know for sure, though, to be fair. I use PC.
Democracy has landed.
You have a PC controller?
Or I have a PlayStation controller, my bad.
I might have that too. We'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, bro. I'm gonna head out.
Alright, later, bro. Don't work too hard. Always good chatting.
See ya. I'll hit you up about that thing. Let's hop in the booth in a couple hours.
Yeah. I'll let you know
Alright,
when.
man.
Oh my god, he tackled the fuck out of me, boys. Yo, don't forget about the super chats, boys. Or is my chat just not working? Oh, hold up. I gotta extract. I can't check chat if I'm trying to extract. Reminds me of the new raps, bro. I gotta get those together here real soon, too. Okay. Man, you guys... It's just not updating my chat right now. That's what it is. Okay. Omega Lantern is the Gray Lantern? Yo, let's see here. Is this the last thing that was said on here? Yeah, it literally does not say. Yo, I've got to refresh this chat. Let's see where we're at, boys, on this multi-stream. Yep, sure enough. I gotta mute that shit. There we go. What the fuck are we listening to? Yo, let's see what's up with chat right now. I'm gonna pop out this chat so I can actually just talk to you guys. Fuck it, directly. Because that shit was way old. Yo. The last thing I saw was some weeb stuff. What's up, Kelso? Kelso dropping all the chats over here. What's up, homie? What? Oh, this is fucking... Yo, this is Katamari Dallas here. Yo, I haven't heard this game in ages. What is even happening? I don't want to mess with Katamari, okay? I'll mess with any other game. Yo, glad you guys are chilling. Glad you guys were chilling. What do I think of Chuck saying Scarlet King can beat Oblivion? I don't know shit about Scarlet King. I doubt he can, but I mean, if they say he can, then whatever. Yo, Resident Evil 4 is where it's at. Res 4 is pretty good. I haven't played the remake. I played it way back in the day on like the original PlayStation. Shit was terrifying back then. The host left the game.
If we don't stop the bug's mindless reproduction, the burden's going to fall on our children. And our children's children.
Yo, we can't have that. Not for Super Earth. Whatever happened to the Yellow Lantern new goddess, Becca? That's a good question. We don't know. What I would assume is that once Soranik Natsu took over, she was not a fan of Sora Natsu, and she just went back to the new gods. Not gonna lie. Who's gonna be the new core trainer? Who knows? I don't even know if they have one right now because it's all like these new dudes, the United Planets Lanterns. We don't even know who's training them. And if you believe what Razor said, they weren't like crazy trained, because if they were, they wouldn't turn off their shields in combat against foes like them, right? Like Razor was training them on how to be skilled like lanterns on the fly. So they might literally have not done so. They may not have a drill sergeant currently, like, because they're still like farming exactly what it is to be those things. Oh, I am so close to my second upgrade. Do I do health or do I do ammo? Yeah, I've got a whole ring set. Hold up, where's my ring set at? I doubt they're all actually in here organized because they always fall off, but I don't know, they actually are. Yeah, I've got my own little ring set. It's one of the classics, of course. I don't know if y'all ever messed with these before, but they're pretty lit. I will admit the steel is kind of off-putting, but the life one I think looks the best in this collection, bro. It goes pretty hard. This box is jank as fuck. Whatever happened to the Blue Lantern Corps? They got blown up in the latest chapter of Green Lantern and they died again. Again, because they suck ass. It is what it is sometimes. Sometimes you take W's and other times you're a Blue Lantern. I don't know what to say. The United Planets is basically trying to kill all of the other Lantern Corps and make sure that theirs is like the only one that exists. So, yeah. Take that however you will. The Blue Lanterns were just one of the many victims that they had. Razor even heard like tales of like the Red Lantern Corps also having failed. So, it is what it is. Oh, and the Halo 2 track comes on.
Hey there, Helldiver.
How do you not enjoy?
For regular folks like me every day. It's not much, but I donate 15% of everyone.
Okay, yeah, my shit finally re-uploaded. There we go. My chat's on point now. You know what? The Blue Lantern Corps, it's funny because like all of the other major lanterns, like Lantern Corps, have pretty much had their own runs or like very, very, very detailed runs on explaining exactly how they came to be and like exploring the characters and stuff. The Blue Lanterns just never really got that. They just kind of got boned, right? The most we got is like New Guardians. And that's because Kyle has to do some Blue Lantern stuff at one point in time. And even at that point in time, what did they do in that run? They lost. They died. They exploded. They lost to Larfleeze. They lost to the fucking Reach. And this is old school Reach too, before they started getting like the movie amp shit. So like, damn. Yeah, Ganthet and Sade need to be back. I do agree with that. It sucks to see them unfortunately fall off. But what do you do? What do you do, boys? Yo, and if you're chilling, be sure to like and subscribe, homies. I know I got a few of you guys out there. One second, I gotta answer a few questions here. Yo, how do you not like this OGS Halo song, bro? It goes so hard. Goes so hard, man. Damn, this guitar hits hard. Yo, people so mad right now. Holy shit. Let me rotate back over. Oh, Gravity Titan get the notification for live until now? Yo, you can't even blame that, Gravity Titan. Come on now. I got you on Discord, homie.
This world needs your righteous extermination, Helldiver.
Let's see here. What are we doing today, boys? What are we doing today? Since apparently I can't trust on randos to show up. God damn, bro, the soundtrack is so fire.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
When am I gonna do vids on Lantern Babes? Yo. I've got one out on Bleeze. I guess she'd be considered a Lantern Babe. She is an angel.
Liberty's enemies
Um,
ever closer.
I don't know. I guess like after that I do like what, Jessica Cruz. Any of the core like Green Lantern Corps ladies. Trying to think. I guess Becca I could do as well. Sornik not to. For Yellow Lanterns, not just like Greens, obviously. USA about to smoke Russia in wrestling at the Olympics. USA stole Russia's lunch money. Yo, got him.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Got him. That's the way to do it. Go USA. Go Super Earth. For democracy.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
For democracy. Usually it's Russia or, well, guess what? Guess what, homie? It's America this year. Woo!
Has left squadron.
Gas Effect, lol, this guy's name. Yo, time to drop some crazy ass shit. What are we packing into this battle, boys? And we are ready. Yeah, we got 10 viewers chilling, bro. That's good as fuck to hear. We got 10 people. I know most of y'all haven't liked and or subscribed, man. Come on now, like and subscribe to this shit. These kind of streams are just for the culture, man. I managed to get good old Dr. Goons chilling with me for a little bit, and now we're just chilling. We are just chilling. No, I didn't realize I had so much overlap with the wrestling community inside my inside my text chat. It's just funny because it's like a comic book community. We have wrestling going on down here. I'm not hating because I actually used to wrestle in high school. I know I don't look like the biggest guy in the world or anything, but I was pretty successful in my weight class. I'll never forget, dude, this one tournament. The reason why I stopped wrestling was this one tournament. This guy performed an illegal action. He rear naked choked me out. And it's wrestling, bro. You're not supposed to do this. This isn't fucking the WWE. I'll never forget that shit. It's funny, the place I went to for that tournament was actually Diamond. Weirdly enough, Shining Diamond. So it's weird, weird you have that name and you're the one who brought all this up. But yeah, that was wild, bro. I almost fought that kid and I fought his fucking dad. And my dad almost did the same thing. Turns out his dad was the referee. Wonder how he got away with it. Crazy. Gotta love small town politics, bro. Gotta love small town politics. All right, let's go. $2 from Gravity Titan. Let's go. It's crazy how fodder the Blue Lanterns are. Yo, it really is crazy, like low-key. as a guy who wants them to be better, it sucks. Like, it sucks. Like, come on, Blue Lanterns, like, be better. DC, we need you to make the Green Lanterns better. Like, please. And RNC and wrestling is insane. That will get you banned from most tournaments. That's what I thought. I was like mind blown. Like, the dude just performed. Like, bro, like, it was so frustrating because we literally started like in a down position, and that was just the first thing he did to me. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, if you just start rear naked chokeholding, bro, that's not how this is supposed to work. It was crazy. So I said, fuck that shit. Maybe if I was in like a bigger city or something where, I don't know, like people had credibility, things would be different. But yeah, that shit wasn't worth it. I don't look like it anymore because I grew up and I had to like actually like work and shit for a living. So I stopped working out as much. But like, man, I used to be a lot bigger back then, dude. I was a really athletic guy. Did all sorts of sports. Was my favorite. Lissa Drac video when? Ooh, Lissa Drac. True. That would be a banger. That could be done. I'm just saying. That could be done. I wouldn't mind doing a Lissa Drac compendium too. I think I've already got a pretty solid folder on the majority of her appearances. Now, I could be wrong. I don't think she's old. And when I say old, I mean like pre-2005. But you know what? I didn't think Volthum was either. But he was, so you never know. Maybe she's got some really old shit. Yo, look at these planets. Yeah, Lissa Drac would be banger, bro. Lissa Drac could be a banger video to make. I just wish she didn't suffer from like Blue Lantern syndrome in the last like 5 to 10 years where she just like loses to everybody and is just seen mainly as like a prophet. Like, why in the fuck is she losing to like Jessica Cruz? Like, why is she losing to Jessica Cruz? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, her first day with a yellow ring, let alone like rolling up on her without a yellow ring with 2 Yellow Lantern goons and still taking an L. Weak. Yeah, new GL comic in almost a week. Talk about the facts, bro. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping that we finally get off Earth in this next chapter. I know we won't in the middle of the chapter. We're gonna spend the whole chapter with the whole green shit, maybe even two chapters. But like, it'll be really nice to finally just like get away from dumb shit. That will be so fucking nice, bro. I want to get off Earth. The story's been interesting so far, but like keep hyping us up on shit outside of the planet, you know? And they go, oh, all this shit's going on. And Kyle's out here like, bro, everyone's dying. The emotional spectrum is fucked up, you know? Like, bro, I just want to get out there. I just want to get out there and see what the fuck is happening. In 6 months without the actual Green Lantern Corps, how fucked up could like DC get? That's a curious thing for me. That would be like really interesting to mess with. Yeah, the green stuff was really interesting. For those who don't know, Hal actually rolled up to Swamp Thing recently and was like amping the green. It was like Loki wild. Amping the green to fight beings that it couldn't fight under normal circumstances. Like with the entirety of the green. Like it was wild. Definitely solid. Yo, holy shit. Oh yeah, our combo about the entities yesterday was pretty interesting, Gravity Titan. We had a lot to chat about. A lot going on in that little chat. We talked about entities, their meanings, how they could potentially be getting more powerful as time goes on, like... Get up! Get up and run! Oh my god, dude. Why is running through things just such a nightmare inside this game?
Calling down a sentry.
Yo, whoo! I hope we get more of how like running around and interacting with like other peoples and power sets and stuff. That's something that like I think Hal really needs in the modern age. In the older shit, Hal went around and he did everything, and so people, because they don't recognize that Hal has always been one canon, they kind of lose out on a lot of that shit as a result. The way Swamp Thing explains the green's power is what makes me think that Hal isn't connected to that green, and it might be a different one. Wouldn't it be wild if they connected him to like... Oh, and I guess no, because Earth 2 was still like how we view the green, right? Like it was, the Green Lantern there was just a different version of like Swamp Thing, I guess. I don't know. I guess you could detach him to the Cosmic Grail. That would be low-key wild. You'd even tie it into shit to do with Volthoom. That would be low-key wild because that's his Earth. Or I guess his former Earth after he wasted it. Who's the bigger jobber, Trigon or Vegeta? Trigon's taken victories conditionally. Vegeta's just taken victories. Like, don't get me wrong, Vegeta will take L's, but traditionally they're seen to like people as way more powerful to him. Trigon loses to like the Titans pretty consistently, so I think that's pretty unfortunate. Okay, well, look, Vegeta doesn't lose to every enemy. Chill, all right, chill. He's got plenty of W's in the Frieza saga, and even up to the Buu saga, he defeats some fucking characters in verse. You can't say Vegeta loses every fight he's in. Now, the most powerful, strongest characters in verse and shit, yeah, he's taking L's to them. Like, yeah, not gonna sit here and lie to you. I shit on Vegeta like the rest of us, but I can't give him nothing. Okay, I can't give Vegeta. He's never taken a W. Oh, I exploded. Every single main villain for sure. I'll grant you the main villain stuff. But to be fair, the main villains made, I think, like everybody in the show. Like if we're playing that card, everyone in the show is a fucking loser compared to Goku, right? Like Goku's the only person who isn't a jobber. Is that really how we're playing it? Feels a little weird to me. Feels a little weird to me is all I'm saying. What about this DBZ highball meta? I've heard a bunch of stuff, but I don't know, dude. I ain't... They're saying like universal like Frieza and shit. I think that's pretty silly. Not at least something reinforcing it. Or characters having knowledge to be able to reinforce it. People saying Universe 7 is complex multiversal. I have never seen any actual evidence of canon Dragon Ball having complex multiversal scaling. What if we got a story with the Overlord which portrayed something like a purgatory and a human accidentally sent there? The problem is a normal human being sent there wouldn't even be able to comprehend the purgatory he's in because it's that,
Dropping a pin.
it's like that crazy. The overvoid is that
Tagging map.
jacked.
Requesting sentry.
Or is there something like that? Well, I mean, we have hell, right? There's plenty of stories in hell where people go there. It's literally purgatory. There's a hell for each individual soul, for each shard of their afterlife that they partake, for every one of the sins that they believe that they've committed or hold themselves accountable to. Because in DC, like, you create your own hell there, and the demons just kind of laugh at you within that hell. Goku's technically lost 1v1 with every main villain after Nick. At one point in time, yeah, but like Goku will come back and wind up fighting them, right? Like,
Requesting air support.
look, boys, we could shit on like Dragon Ball, but we don't have to be dishonest to shit on Dragon Ball, okay? Like, we could just shit on Dragon Ball. It's not even that hard.
Destroy our way of life. Requesting sentry. Calling down supplies. Calling down a sentry.
Yo, can the Juggernaut take on the Narutoverse? Yeah, like a high-end, or not even high-end Juggernaut, just like mid-end Juggernaut would fuck up like 99% of them pretty casually. I don't think they'd ever be able to hurt him. None of their jutsus or anything would work on him because he could just out magic hacks them. Like maybe they'd be able to outsmart at one point in time and try and seal him. Like maybe that could work, maybe. I mean, Spider-Man tricked him into concrete. He's not the brightest fucking guy in the world, okay?
Sending in an eagle. Orbital inbound.
Yeah, I think he would probably slap up Naruto, dude. I don't even think it'd really be close, if I'm being real. Especially if you give him like access to like the higher end bits of his energies. Cause he gets low-key insane. Like with the Treon stuff and some of the other showings he has. Even while nerfed, fucking not Immortal Hulk, World War Hulk was like, bro, I can't stop this guy. I'm gonna have to use his own powers against him. Fuck. I literally have to use this man's own powers against him. And that's just to get him away from me. I couldn't even fucking stop him. I had to use his own momentum against him, bro. Rip.
Ready to liberate. You have ignited the torches of liberty.
The torches of liberty. Yo, this guy is having it over here.
Reinforcing.
Yo, Comic Hulk, not even by far.
Ready to liberate.
There we go. Now we got it.
Requesting sentry.
Yo, have at it, Rocket Sentry. Tear him up. Let's go. Goku technically hasn't won a 1v1 versus the main villain of every arc since Namek Frieza. I mean, he 1v1 hit. He beat the shit out of Kale and Caulifla while nerfed. Oh, main villain. Never mind. Okay, I was about to say. Oh, yeah, but then doesn't he, like, wind up defeating some of the newer villains, too? Like, wasn't it, like, Moro like he pretty solidly like beat the fuck out of, and Moro had to resort to killing himself to be viable with like the angel hack. So like I don't know, like he kind of beat the dog shit out of Moro. Moro had to resort to garbage I'm fusing with the universe hacks to be comparable, and then Goku wouldn't kill him then because he like can't breathe, right? Like if I could pick one major modern DC villain to get rid of, what would it be? That's a good ass question. I don't know. Y'all probably don't even want my opinions on that, because I probably have some pot ass takes. I think there's a lot of old ass villains that just need to be like, they're just dated and they gotta stop. Okay? Like, and this is probably gonna trigger a lot of people. Like, I think the Flashes suffer from this a lot. Like, a lot of their villains are like canonically silly. Like, they're so fucking outdated, bro. Like, it's so hard to take some of them seriously. Some of Batman's villains, to be fair, too. Like, Batman has some of the best rogues in Rogues Gallery out of anything ever, okay? Like, out of any hero. I'm not gonna deny that. But it doesn't change the fact there's some real fucking losers inside that gallery, too. Yo, what's up? Keep talking? Good to have you, bro. Ooh, this Killer Instinct track hitting.
Sending in an eagle. Reloading. Found something.
Yeah, Goku needed a Spirit Bomb amp to overpower Moro. Yeah, he did it. That's a technique he has. Let's see. Amanda Waller. Dude, no fucking lie. Fuck Amanda Waller. Let's remove her. You know, let's just remove her. And since I can remove her, I'm via that I'm removing the Suicide Squad. Yo, that is facts. That's facts, Waller. I'm okay with Batman fighting cosmic level beings as long as it's handled appropriately. There are ways you can write a man overcoming a god in that way. They tried at it with like the whole conceptual gun and stuff, and I don't think that's like the worst take in the world. That story is just dog shit more than anything. But like, as long as it's with prep and stuff, I'm fine with that. But if he like runs up on them with no prep and is doing that shit, that's where I'm like, okay. You can't fight half the Justice League without prep time, bro. How in the fuck are you fighting gods without prep time? Like, come on. That was always silly to me, bro. It's like when Batman just gets jumped by somebody. And like 90% of comics, you see him get jumped by somebody and he just gets his ass fucking kicked. But people think that like Batman's first encounter with people every single time is like, he just like one-shots everybody like the first second he sees them without ever having encountered them before. But to be fair, a lot of those guys do have prep time on Batman. They know who he is, etc., etc. Let's see here. What else do we have on the map? Yeah, like the Batman kicking Spectre feet you're talking about. Dude, the Spectre feet. Which is so funny because he like kicks him in the face and then Spectre gets back up and he's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Yo, that shit was funny as fuck. It's taken out of like Scalar's taken out of perspective a lot, unfortunately. I need to throw this shit on the other side.
Requesting sentry. Sending in an eagle.
Damn, so what you're saying is Moro needed outside help in order to beat Goku? He got that outside help, and then Goku got outside help as well? So it's not a 1v1? Okay. Yo, got him. I mean, even in that scenario, Moro's not 1v1ing, so like, I'm okay with that. A little bit of help. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Moro had like 17 fucking free handouts that goddamn arc, so, from other characters.
Taste of democracy.
Yeah, pre-Crisis Spectre was like on a whole nether level, man. Was like on a whole nether level. He was genuinely seen as like a god amongst the heroes. And as we reach like to the 90s, to the late 90s, 2000s, like that's at its highest. But then like mid 2000s or so, the Spectre, like all the heroes start to catch the Spectre in terms of power and begin to rival like those ranges of him, at least with like any of his traditional hosts.
Calling down a sentry.
All the Spectre stayed similar in ranges in terms of his power. All the heroes just got so much stronger. What do you think of there being 2 Parallax because Parallax Hal is being around? I don't know. We haven't seen Parallax in ages. I'm not gonna lie. Like the actual entity Parallax, we just haven't seen him. It's implied Sinestro does not have him.
Reinforcing. Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle
Whew! Damn, that was close. That evacuation was tough, boys. I didn't think we were gonna make it out of there.
extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. You have maintained our way of life.
I mean, he did technically get nerfed before that as Mirrors broke the gem that Mora had with the power of all the Z fighters, which he did have to steal from all those Z fighters, but I still don't think that that power was going to be like the final version of MUI Goku that he rolls up with. It's still not going to be comparable to him, bro. I'm telling you. He literally needed Angel amps in order to be comparable. The power of the other Z fighters is not Angel tier. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. About the Parallax thing, I'm still thinking about that. I think if they handle it appropriately, it can be done well, but I don't know if they're going to. So we'll see. The World Forge Tower in the Dark Multiverse. What about it? What about the World Forgers Tower in the Dark Multiverse? I want to know if the World Forger's still around. Wait, the Anti-Monitor is still around. Is the Monitor still around? Did they get like the nerf memes from that like the Monitors did post Final Crisis? Like, I want to know. Man, maybe if Mora was jacking that power from the modern day, it'd be different. Let's see. Oh, TFT's making 2 brand new champions? Yo, that's fucking God tier. God tier, boys.
Mission accomplished. And quickly, too.
All right, boys, I can actually get the shit I want now, too. I'm fucking loaded. Let's see here. We got the Legionnaire. What's the Legionnaire offering? Well, way lower armor rating, but my speed is maxed. Okay. More limb health. Loon. Okay. Kobuko. Those are some interesting figures. Those will be interesting. Yo. Oh, hey, Boot. Hey, all left. Let's go. All right. One thing I will say is Goku in like the modern age does have like potato problems where he doesn't know how to finish off an ending. He's still having problems doing that for some stupid reason. Let's see. Perpetua got nerfed to Universal and Dark Metal. No, she did not. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you're talking about the fact that she was running around destroying universes one by one, she was still reclaiming the totality of her power. If you believe Scott Snyder, the guy who wrote that story. That's why she was individually destroying universes one by one. Imaginary Axis specifically asks him, why was she only destroying universes when she's a being who is so far conceptually beyond anything in the entire multiverse? Why is she only doing that? And he said, oh, she's diminished from being in the source wall for so long. She's not quite back to that. And their plans of getting back to that point in time do come to fruition during Death Metal. It's the lead up to that, to where she's not doing that. And she's trying to remake the entire multiverse in her image, which starts by removing all the dipshits from your multiverse. And she was just going to convert all the universes who agreed into her universes, into twisted Apex Predator universes. So where would someone like Goku scale in the DC verse? I remember a while back saying Chuck saying Beerus and Odin levels of power, but after further research, I found out that was a dumb take. No hate towards Chuck or anything. I don't agree with Beerus being anywhere near the levels of Odin. There's nothing outer. There's nothing outer inside of like canon Dragon Ball currently. It's just not. So there's no way they could be comparable. Odin has stood against some pretty powerful shit. Some of the lesser characters he fights would be considered more than anything in Dragon Ball. From what I understand, at least. Yeah, casual. I said the Anti-Monitor was around. The Monitor and the World Forger are the ones we haven't seen, right? Like, the Anti-Monitor got fucking beat the fuck up by Barry, too, post Death Metal. So we know he's still around for sure. Yeah, Perpetua really was a goated villain. She just kind of got screwed in the end. She got screwed by the popularity of a dark multiverse Batman. What a tragedy. I think I'm just going to try out the pump action again. I think this gun was solid. Oh, wait, no, I need to buy that gun. Perpetua really did have a lot of long-standing effects within, like, DC. I really liked her character, man. It was a shame they decided to just replace her with fucking loser-ass Bat Who Laughs. Yo, that is the next perk there, boys. Perpetua is boring. Man, not shit worth boring. Perpetua is fucking sick, dude. She created everything. She was the sole thing that tied everything in DC together. I don't understand how you can't find that interesting. The story of her wanting to create something against the will of the source and to create a perpetual multiverse where her children could forever survive on the weaker multiverses in her minds. I think these are all really solid motives and ideologies, man. I really like what they did with her. The outer scaling for Dragon Ball is an insane take. Don't understand why people try to argue it. People have argued that Heaven in Dragon Ball is boundless and it's annoying. Yeah, facts. I do agree with that, dude. Most of the time it's based off of guidebook statements that are either mistranslated or are literally just hype. Like, it's just people saying shit. It's not even the original writer. It's just random people saying fucking random things. That to me sounds like fucking dumpster tier, in my opinion. The villains of all recent crises were ass. Not true. I really liked Barbados. I think Barbados was badass. Perpetua for like death metal, I liked her, given it kind of transitioned into whatchamacallit. Empty Hand wasn't bad, but I'll agree the event was kind of shitty. Convergence, Brainiac, yeah, I'll agree. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 do agree that Heat sucks. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that like Convergence Brainiac is my go-to guy or anything. Yo. Increase that range. Even Dragon Ball Heroes scales to like complex multi. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I'll admit, I haven't watched through all of the hero shit. Like, to be real. I haven't. I also, every time somebody hypes up something from there, it being outer, if they applied those same rules to DC, they would never think that those characters would beat, like, DC characters still. Because, like, if we applied the same loose scaling logic that they're applying to, like, Dragon Ball, then, like, you apply that loose scaling terminology, then I can't get it really any higher, because that's kind of just where it's already at, right? Like, fuck, I can't even be disingenuous and it be higher, because guess what? It's just already higher. Like, I don't have to be. You know, there's a lot of Batman who laughs hate. I'll agree with y'all in chat, okay? The Bat who laughs sucked because as time went on, they dragged out his character too much. That I will agree with. I really like the Bat who laughs as the premise of a character. The problem was he just got overused, right? It was the fact that we just kept slamming him. A universe where Bruce Wayne becomes the Joker because he killed the Joker. That story was genuinely interesting. I think it's a really good story. I think a lot of the Dark Knights have solid stories. So I wouldn't say that he's just like a worthless character. He just got overused. He dragged into the fucking ground. If they would have had him show back up after the metal stuff, I think things would have been a little bit better. I think we could have salvaged a lot for his character. Even if he just tried to start doing the things he was doing in death metal after it, like, I think there would have been a lot more leeway and respect given, because we had spent all this other time building up this other villain, and so we weren't just being oversaturated by only the Bat who laughs. That's just how it goes, though. Why in the hell is this ship so small? Yo, pilot weapons training. Yo, 100 enemies use Eagle strafing run. Okay. Apparently I gotta use the Eagle strafing run, boys. Then Loser comes into chat with the 6D DC scaling and then the Goku Boundless scaling. And ducks everyone and told nothing important here, ducked him while publicly ducking him. Yeah, like, it's just one of his things, dude. I'm actually kind of glad that didn't happen, because I don't think that that Loser, which I won't say his name because I don't even think he deserves the clout, deserves any clout. If somebody's going to behave like a ravenous animal and idiot simultaneously and just not engage with anything, why are you engaging with them? Like, why are you wasting your time engaging with these people? If you want to roll up on somebody who's like, who intellectually wants to challenge you, I think that's a little bit different. Like I said, I've had a lot of debates on the channel in the past, or I guess maybe not on the channel, but I've had a lot of debates in my private time. I mean, hell, half of Jobbers and Goons server back in the day was just people debating on shit, dude. And I would crush people all the fucking time with my lantern scaling, mainly because I just had a really solid grasp on the foundational qualities of like DC in general, right? And of course, like the emotional spectrum being like a foundational property of that in the modern age. I think if you want to actually challenge someone, it needs to be in a way that's viable, and you need to be able to prove that you'll change your mind. Like, you actually have an open mind whenever it comes to things. So whenever you roll up and you say boundless Goku, but fucking not even 5D fucking Superman, bro, you're being the most disingenuous fuck I've ever seen. Like, come on now. Grow up here, man. Why don't you grow up? Why don't you grow up, man? We're not in kindergarten anymore. We're done with the bias shit. Like, you can do the bias shit. Just go do that shit elsewhere. Yeah, Cold Skin, you're wrong. I literally have screenshots from people who've sent them to me saying the guy doesn't even read DC. He just gets screenshots from people. So that dude, clueless. Why sit around and debate somebody who doesn't even understand the source material or is willing to engage in the source material in any meaningful capacity? It's a fucking waste of time. It's like me trying to teach a physics class to a 3rd grader. Like, I can do that, but like, I would be wasting my time doing that, right? Like, I'm sure I could get some points across to the person, but if they're just incapable of understanding the logic required to dictate things within the confines of higher dimensions, and then things higher like spatial dimensions, and then like the higher dimensions beyond all of that, then like, if you can't engage with any of that, you don't understand it, or you selectively choose to engage with it, fuck that shit, bro. That's fucking lame. That's what all the biggest fucking losers on YouTube do to make their characters sound cooler than they actually are.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
That's a 4 out of 4. Damn.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Ooh, and a Mario Kart track jamming. I also decided to put up the old music bot in the bottom right corner of the screen so you guys could see it. Just throw in some classic game music from history. Not even sure what's in this playlist, but it should be copyright free, so that's the W we're talking about right there. Speaking of which, I think I need to check that. And we're still rolling. I was worried. Okay. Pretty sure he said Living Tribunal 16D. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a scan out there saving Silver entered the 15,000th dimension. But dude, he could just be referring to dimensions in terms of other 3D dimensions, even though in Marvel they specify dimensions as separate. Don't question it. Especially in the older shit. Like, the thing that gets me is like, look, I don't go hard on people for Dragon Ball scaling. I don't really care if you scale Dragon Ball high. If you want to scale Dragon Ball high, go do that shit with Dragon Ball. Like, have that. I'm not here to tell you no. But don't come to DC saying that this shit is lower than what it is, based on dog shit arguments. Like, you at least have to put together like a good argument. That's all I'm saying. Says, yo, your argument's dog shit. And it's like, oh really? Why is it dog shit? Because there's no way that when they say dimensions here, that could be referring to stacking spatial dimensions. Okay, well, how do you think Dragon Ball gets there? And it's like the exact same fucking thing. It's so funny, like, the bias, bro. True, Steve. It sucks because I love the Dragon Ball community as well. And everywhere you go, everyone's like, oh my god, I have the best Dragon Ball scaling ever, dude. It's mega boundless. And you're like, bro, A, you said nega before, so you sound like an idiot. That's not even a real term, okay? And B, there's nothing demonstrating higher spatial dimensions currently, as far as I have seen inside of Dragon Ball. Some people use that guidebook scan for the transcendental stuff. If you want to say that, like, cool, like, you do you, then like we got one layer up. That's not even that crazy, okay? Chill. I don't know. People just wild, bro. People be wildin'. All I know is these motherfuckers running around saying that boundless shit exists inside Dragon Ball in canon. Yo, you are on some shit, man. You are just like, you are on some shit. The other stuff, I'll admit, like I said, I haven't dug into that. I keep up to date with modern Dragon Ball. There is not an infinite amount of spatial dimensions. There is no evidence saying there's infinite spatial dimensions that is credible in canon for Dragon Ball. It's just not how it works.
For freedom.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball dimensions is versus the entire timelines boundlighted, or the entire multiverse is boundlighted timelines in DC. That's so fucking true, dude. Yeah, no fucking lie. But there's time in there, and characters are affected by time, and things happen in the realms. And if things happen in the realms, then time has to exist. Because how do things happen without time? Can you explain to me on a piece of paper how you explain no time? How do you not have a beginning and end in a comic book? Like, bro, what? 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 Oh my god, that is the dumbest take I think I have ever seen. Some guy named Steve. They say base Goku post Battle of Gods say that base Goku did this, which means that Saiyan Saga Goku scales to it. That is just blatant lying. He absorbed the God Key into his current base form, not his historical base form. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? God tier. Oh, this is the classic banger, bro. Goku struggling to escape a black hole in the Tournament of Power, yet they say boundless. Who had a black hole in the Tournament of Power? Am I misremembering that? Yeah, you have to hit me up with that one. That one I'm not sure on.
Greetings, Helldiver.
Let's see here. I also might as well choose someone. I'm just fucking walking around here at this point. Just give me a quick mission, boys.
Look at this disgusting infestation. Deploy to the planet and expunge it.
Hold up. Is this the 15-minute or is this the fucking 12-year one? Yeah, I want the 15-minute one. I'm gonna jump one more short match and I think I'm gonna pop off. Oh, Ty coming in. Is you excited for the new XCOM Godzilla New Empire? I mean, I guess so. The last one was pretty good, I guess. I'm not like exclusively excited for it or anything. If it comes out, I'll watch it. If it's good, it's good. I've kind of stopped like getting excited for things. I feel like 9 times out of 10 you just kind of like ruin your entire like history like doing that shit, bro. So I don't know. Ooh, Zoro and Luffy, another Theromax Corps member says, hello, when are you dropping Ion Kyle Rayner? I've grabbed a bunch of Kyle Rayner scans. I'm like in the early 2000s with him right now, where he's got like, he just gave up Ion and then he got the powers of like Starheart from Jade. So I'm like at a weird time. Ion Kyle is like a weird thing, dude, because there's like the first Ion Kyle, then the second Ion Kyle, and then the third Ion Kyle, which is when he has both. So like both the Starheart and Ion. So I don't know, bro. Like it gets weird with him. I don't know. It was with people in Universe 2, the one with the weird love universe, the old guy, and them released a heart that had a black hole properties. And Goku needed to go blue to escape. Oh, okay. I guess I just fucking forgot that shit. I don't remember the love universe having some weird old guy. Remember some weird shit with the tech universe, but that's it. Worst take I've seen is 5D Garlic Jr. Instant transmission didn't work when in it. Wait, what the fuck? Instant transmission didn't work in a black hole? Yo, that's fucking rit. 5D Garlic Jr. Lol. Dude, those fucking guidebooks, man. I'm telling you. Guidebooks from Japan are all hype, dude. They're so hard to use. They're so fucking hard to use. You know, Ty, I'm glad you're Godzilla. I'm glad you're excited for it, bro. This whole Godzilla action. Not gonna lie. I know a lot of people are really hyping on this one specifically.
Launch initiated.
Xeno destroyed all the dimensions in future timeline. 4D, my guy. Wouldn't that be destroying the spatial dimensions currently in the temporal above? If you consider fourth time, then yeah, I'll agree with that. But he just destroyed the realms they were in. The realm that they were in was just like the wasted reality that was left over. I'm talking like realms. Not like Xeno scaling, like realms, like stated realms that are of that caliber. He just wiped everything that was like in that universe. Or like in that timeline. Let's fucking drop. The omnipotent Saiyan Gogeta stuff. Dude, when people take like attack names or like titles and stuff in Dragon Ball seriously, it's so funny. Like the Big Bang stuff back when people used to say, when people used to say Vegeta was like Big Bang level. Vegeta was fucking Big Bang level because he had a Big Bang attack. That shit was funny as fuck, dude. Oh, I gotta drop my shit. Shit is about to get very unfortunate. No, that's not what I wanted. Yo. Gogeta at that time too to make it even worse. Sorry, I'm having issues following up with this hand plan. This game is so much fucking going on. Oh god, I'm literally inside the fucking Nexus over here, bro. What the fuck? Oh shit. Come on now. Get around this shit. Am I gonna do X-Men content soon? I've really thought about it because I love me some X-Men. I wouldn't mind covering like, oh shit, who was it? Was it Morrison? No, it wasn't Morrison. Oh fuck, who was that? Man, that's gonna drive me insane. Oh no, it's Bendis. Bendis, the guy everyone hates. Yeah, Bendis wrote like some good stuff. I think in the early 2000s with him. So, shit, I'm out of ammo. I wouldn't mind covering some of that. I started it up a while back. I might pick it back up on that because I really like Scott Summers in that run. But yeah, X-Men content's good, man. This fucking guy is chasing me in circles. Oh my god. Bro, I'd be chased around this shit, boys. Oh no, I turned the corner and immediately got whacked. Yo.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I don't think Goku is ever stated to be able to blow up the like everything in existence yet, like all the universes that exist. I don't think that's been stated. Unless you take the World of Void stuff, I guess maybe like... Actually, I can't even say that. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh my god, reload, reload, reload. Oh you fucko, you got my damn turret. Yo, later, Ty. Don't work too hard, bro. Thanks for chilling, though. World of Void or Phantom Zone? Phantom Zone all the way, dude. Phantom Zone has fucking crazy scaling, especially in the modern day. Oh, God, dude, these fucking chargers. Let me get up! God damn it, I got stuck underneath them! Yo, these matches are so brutal.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Oh, fuck, I missed. Yo, great spawn, boys, great spawn. Run away! Run away!
Sending down sentry.
Jesus, where are my teammates at? Oh fuck, it's down a hill. Holy shit. Yeah, World of Void, because we were referencing, like, legitimately, like, Dragon Ball stuff specifically. I would definitely take the Phantom Zone over the World of Void, though. Like, Phantom Zone has got crazy metaphysical scaling, bro. We're definitely looking at an outer realm at that point. Ah! Shit, bro. Holy fuck. Yo, this is that new game, Helldivers. It is wild, dude. It's multiplayer. Normally you're supposed to have 4 people all running around, but I can't keep up with all this shit, bro.
Ready to liberate.
No, keep going! Keep going! Woo! Yo. Please, rocket turret, start cranking out some damage. Ah, fuck. Die! Oh yeah, destroying the Phantom Zone is wild, bro. The Phantom Zone has been holding some insane characters recently. The Phantom Zone's existence is just real fucking wild, bro. When I say that shit is like legitimately crazy, there's a reason why Superman puts his worst villains there, okay? And why Krypton put all the biggest criminals ever there. Why won't you die?
Helldivers never die. Get some! Get some!
Oh, fuck. Reload, 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 reload. Holy shit, bro, they won't stop coming, boys! War between Deku and Naruto? Like, the verses, like, Naruto should beat the dog shit out of everything in that verse, from what I understand.
Democracy has landed.
Like, what the fuck are characters in there gonna do? There's, like, 2 or 3 high-end characters to be able to, like, throw hands with the big boys, but, like, if you're just talking about, like, Naruto's gonna be the biggest boy in that verse, from what I understand. Like, you wouldn't even need the verse, it would just be, like, Naruto. And if you mean, like, the verses, even if I remove, like, 10 of the strongest characters from Naruto, they're still, like, gonna kill. Like, they're still gonna kill the fuck out of everyone in My Hero. I don't... Like, one of the things I think is really underrated for for Naruto is the amount of strategy and skill that goes into their combat. I don't think My Hero is offering that kind of energy, if I'm being real. Like, even theoretically, if like the My Hero people were more powerful, like genuinely, some of the skill and hacks that these people offer, fuck, I killed myself, will legitimately put them like above most of these other losers. Pretty much anybody in the war arc, I think, is gonna be handing those goons it. Oh yeah, you just said it. Yeah, 4th grade ninja war. Okay, come on. Just a little bit further, make it up the hill. Keep going. No, I didn't make it. Fuck. Yeah, dude, no. Like, what? Hold on. Am I missing something? What has Deku done? What has Deku done that makes him like Naruto level? I don't understand. Can you explain that to me, Godspeed Force? I don't get it. Is there like some like master tier scaling I've never heard of before or something? Deku outran a bullet. Yeah, like, I would take Naruto into All Might, and Naruto would fucking annihilate All Might. Like, this isn't a death battle, bro. Like, I'm not gonna equal stats them for some reason for the memes. Like, my guy was keeping up with guys. That guy was moving so fast he was tearing space and time, bro. Like, chill. You think they're equal in strength and speed? Can you name like the most impressive attack, like AP feat that like Deku has? Like, does he have like throwing hands with like the big boys? Like, Madara was slashing entire mountain ranges, mountains off with like his Susanoo. I don't know if Deku's repping that kind of AP, and like Naruto fought that guy stronger than like in a stronger version than that. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, even if I grant, which I definitely would not, even if I grant that like Deku is faster, he literally will never be able to damage Naruto. And Naruto will most definitely catch him eventually with one of his tricky abilities. Because if anything, Naruto is wildly adept at setting up a plan and overcoming that shit. Yeah, he survived the moon being an energy attack that split the moon in half. Naruto did. Like, you're just not there. He'll never be able to harm him. Like, just blatantly. I still think Naruto's faster. Like, that's not like, I don't think that's like too crazy to take. I don't think that like, I don't think it's happening. Jesus, bro, that guy's crazy. All right, boys. Well, I think that's pretty much it for it, my friends. think I'm gonna call it here. Might as well jump on stream for a little bit. Probably gonna hang out with the lady, do my thing now. What about you guys? You guys got anything to say before we head off here?
Hail Super Earth. You're doing democracy's work.
Yeah, if they're seeing outspeeding bullets is impressive inside that verse, that's very unfortunate. Cosmic Fear Garo versus Super Excel. Cosmic Fear Garu. That was the dude who was like fucking rolling through time and shit, punching people. So I don't know. I feel like he's probably the guy there. I don't know. But yeah, thanks. Thanks for the good stream comment, Steve. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Don't y'all work too hard. And no further ado, as usual. We'll catch you next time, boys.